Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today I'm going to give you some recommendations for the Sephora sale. I'm sure there are a lot of these videos going around right now. I've seen quite a few of my friends popping up on my homepage on YouTube and have been resisting. I don't watch other people's videos about something that I want to do a video about because I don't want to be subconsciously, accidentally influenced by something that they say. So when I'm done filming this, I'm gonna go and watch all of my friends' VIB sale recommendations. I would say for things like hair care, skin care, and even like foundation and base type of products, those are things that I think you should order based on reviews that are geared towards your hair type and your skin type and that sort of thing. Am I thinking too deeply about this? Perhaps, but I'm really interested in systematically creating a useful, informative video for you. So we're going to talk about lip products, we're going to talk about cheek products, we're going to talk about eye products, and I am going to recommend one very fancy splurge item for you, but we'll save that till the end. So the Sephora sale is actually already underway. It opened up on November 5th for the VIB Rouge members, and Rouge members get 20% off. Next, it's going to open up for the VIB members starting on November 9th. And VIB members save 15% on all their purchases. And then lastly, the insiders. That's pretty much just anybody who signs up for an account. You don't have to meet any sort of spending limit. So everybody will eventually have access to this sale. The insiders only have a few days to shop though. That's starting on November 11th, and then the sale ends for everybody on the 15th. So insiders get 10%, VIB get 15, Rouge gets 20, and everybody uses the same code. It's YAY Holiday, so I'm going to put it here in all caps. Use the code YAY Holiday to get your savings. Almost nothing I'm recommending are new products. The vast majority of these things have been used, loved, reviewed, favorited, probably recommended in other Sephora sale recommendation videos, because when I make a recommendation for something like this, it is truly something that is well loved, something that I personally have repurchased, used a lot, tested over time. There are a couple of newer additions, but for the most part, these are my very, very tried and true type of products. I have 4 lip products here that I highly recommend, and in my own Sephora haul, which you're going to see because I did already place my order, I ordered some more of this. This is an absolute staple product for me. I am a lip balm fiend. This is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. Comes in a bunch of different little scents, flavors. Probably shouldn't call it a flavor. Don't eat your makeup. Comes in a bunch of different flavors. I like all of the different versions of this. I highly, highly recommend this. I go through many of these every year. They live in my purse, my car, my bedside table. This is just an absolute must-have for me. These are also very much purse staples for me. Kind of opposite ends of the spectrum. This is a lipstick from Huda Beauty. It's the Power Bullet Matte. My favorite shade is called First Kiss. I don't know if you can tell how far down in there this one is. Well used, well loved. That perfect mid-tone, warm, rosy nude. Really comfortable formula. Lasts for a long time. Never fails. I do have a whole lip swatch video with a bunch of these lipsticks, so if this color doesn't seem quite right, I will link that video down in the description box. Hopefully you can find the right color for you. As somebody who has dry skin and dry lips, it takes a lot for me to love a matte lipstick, and I love this matte lipstick. On the other end of the lip spectrum is this tinted lip oil. This is the Lip Retreat lip oil from Huda Beauty. I use the shade Skinny Dip. That's actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is so comfortable. It feels like a skincare item, but it looks like a makeup item. I absolutely love comfortable products, easy products, and this fits the bill. So good. Just the right amount of color, just the right amount of shine. Really, really good, underrated lip product. And the last lip product that I want to recommend is this little holiday release from Too Faced. This is the Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cinnamon Bun. I did a whole review. You can see this applied to the lips and everything in a recent video. But I think that when it comes to the sale, it's always fun to grab something that's seasonal, a little limited edition holiday type of splurgy item. So this is just a really cute little nude. Again, a really comfortable, long-wearing, tried and true formula. So if you've resisted this really cute little cinnamon bun lipstick this far, then the sale could be a good excuse to grab it. I'm not a huge fan of impulse buying, but you know, look how cute it is. It's so cute. Okay, now let's talk about another Too Faced product. I have a feeling this is not one that's on many people's radar. Probably not going to be popping up in a lot of sale recommendation videos. That's the Peach Bloom Lip and Cheek Tint. Now, if you don't like a dewy, casually sweaty cheek look like I do, then this probably is not going to be the thing for you. But I reviewed this. I absolutely loved it. It looks cute on the face. It looks cute on the lips. I like the scent. I like everything about this high performing, innovative, cute, yummy little product. I really, really tried to narrow down the cheek products to just one bronzer, one blush, and one highlighter. I tried to pick things that are not only really in the top of my personal favorites, but things that I think are going to have a universal appeal in both shade and formula. So that's how I landed on these three items. I just sort of imagined if I had a friend call me up and say, hey, I'm at Sephora, I need a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. What should I get? These are the things that I would point them toward. This is the newest of the bunch, but I have used it a lot. I've almost constantly worn this since I got it, and I just can't tell you how happy I am with it every single time. This is the Glowish bronzer from Huda Beauty. I can see any skin type, any style, anybody enjoying this. This is just the easiest, prettiest, loveliest little bronzer. I don't often love a bronzer. I don't get excited and passionate about bronzer like I do about blush or highlighter, and I love this bronzer, so I feel like that's really all I need to say. Now for blush is a product that I have raved about, loved, put in many a favorite. It was in my best of 2020 ultimate year-long favorites video last year, and pretty much hasn't been dethroned yet. This is from Fenty Beauty. It's their cream blush. My personal favorite shade is this one, Rosé Latte, but there are a whole bunch of colors. There are some really interesting bright colors, orange and purple, and there's a bunch of those more comfy, comfort zone type of colors, nudes and pinks. This is such a great, easy to apply, long wearing, just really beautiful blush, and it's one of the best blushes in my collection. So if you're gonna splurge on a blush, this would be a good one to choose. Lastly, my highlighter choice. I think this is maybe a more unconventional recommendation. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't hear a lot of people talking about these. This is the highlighter from NARS. These got a lot of praise when they were first reformulated and re-released a few years ago, and now I don't really see anybody talking about them. But this is the perfect recommendation for a couple reasons. First of all, NARS cheek products, they are great. They get a lot of hype, typically more so the blushes, but they get a lot of hype for a good reason. They are really high quality, but with that comes a very hefty price tag. This is for sure the type of thing that I would recommend investing in if you can save a couple bucks on it, because while I think this is beautiful and absolutely worth it, could be your everyday go-to type of highlighter, it is still expensive. I think this is $38 or something for a highlighter, which is really pricey. This is the highlighter that I'm wearing today. It just has such a soft, natural glow. There's nothing glittery. It's not so bright and metallic that it looks like a stripe of eyeshadow or it looks out of place on the skin. It just looks like really, really glowy, fresh, like juicy skin, and this is the type of formula that's gonna look great on a lot of people. If you're dealing with texture or fine lines, this is just that gentle, really silky glow that's going to just glide onto anybody's face and look really beautiful. I use the shade Fort de France, which is kind of in the middle. There are a couple shades that are quite a bit fairer, a couple shades that are deeper. So I think there's a decent shade range here, and just such a beautiful melt into your skin glow type of formula that's going to look great on everyone. Moving on to eyes now. I do think that the sale is a great time to stock up on some staple items. Personally, I do stock up on some skincare and some mascara. Those are just staple type of items for me that I know I'm going to use daily and use up really easily. So I do have 2 different mascara recommendations. Probably neither one will be a surprise. If you watch any of my videos, these are things that I consistently use. You always see me going back to these formulas. The first is the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara. I actually just used up my current tube not too long ago before I started testing the ColourPop Level Up Mascara. So I love the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara. I have used up several of those. Another one that I want to recommend comes from Wander Beauty. This is the Unlashed Mascara. This is a volume and curl mascara, but I find that I get a great length from it as well. I absolutely get that natural fluffy lash look that I love. Between the formula, the wand, the packaging, this all just works really well for me. I think my palette choices are pretty conventional, but I want to recommend these little single shadows. These are from Tarte. They're the Chrome Paint Shadow Pots, and this is another thing that I just don't see people talking about that much. These have been around for a while. They're these little pigment pots. They're not quite loose and they're not quite pressed. They're just this in-between pigment. Format maybe is a little bit intimidating. They could be perhaps a little bit difficult to work with. Let me just show you a swatch and then you'll see why I'm recommending it. This is the shade Sun Drenched. Just watch. Hold on, I'm going to show you up close. You got to see this up close. Are you ready? I mean, come on. Just look at how beautiful that is. It's so reflective and metallic and just, whew, I don't even know what to say. It's just absolutely stunning. I'm going to show you another shade too because these are so fun to swatch. This is a lighter, more champagne, pale gold type of color called Top Yacht. Just look at that reflective. Oh, these are just really pretty, intense, metallic, gorgeous, and you could do a pretty easy look with these as well. If you just took your bronzer, put it in your crease, took a little of this pigment on your finger, swiped it across the lid, done. It would be a stunning eye look and so easy. I just think the impact, the shimmer, the metallic, I love these. Really, really stunning and very underrated formula. Okay, I have 2 palettes I'm going to talk about. I love eyeshadow palettes. You can probably tell that between what my Instagram page looks like and what my reviews are focused on. I am a huge fan of eyeshadow palettes, and as soon as my Best of 2021 series rolls around, I do that series in parts, and there's always a huge video that's just the best eyeshadow palettes. So does this mean these are my top 2 favorite palettes of all time? No, these are the top 2 palettes that I am recommending to you today because I think they're great, and between everybody watching this, I think one or both of these will work for just about anybody. This is the Natural Nudes palette from Too Faced Cosmetics. This is really a great staple neutral if you're like, okay, I don't wear colors, I don't want to mess around with owning a bunch of palettes. All I want is that one and done eyeshadow palette that I own and I use up until next year. This would be the single palette that I would recommend to you. It has the perfect balance between mattes and shimmers. It's laid out in a way that's really easy to understand. We have a great range of tones from very, very light to nice and deep. You can get pretty much any neutral eye look you want to do, you're going to be able to do with this palette. If you're looking for just your basic, everyday, little warm neutral eye, if you want to do bridal, if you want to do something a little bit more sultry and deep, this palette's going to give it to you. It's great quality. Every single shadow performs. It's slim, it's simple. It's just a great, all around, great neutral palette. Now, if you're like me and you have your neutrals covered and you're looking for something with a little bit more pizzazz, something a little bit more exciting to sink your teeth into with this sale, well, my recommendation would be this Rose Quartz palette from Huda Beauty. This is a newer one. Of course, this palette got the full swatch and review treatment on my channel. I love this palette. Between the purples in here, all the little shifty duochrome, multi-chrome, a hint of pink, very cool toned. This is just beautiful. It's exciting and easy at the same time. Packaging, stunning. Shades, stunning. Formulas, everything is just so beautiful. Spoiler alert, this will be one of my top palettes of the year. I absolutely love it. It is very pricey, so, you know, it's a good thing to save a little bit on. I would recommend this palette regardless of the sale, and that's really the bar for me for all of these recommendations. If it wasn't on sale, would I still recommend it to you? And yes, I would for all of these. In fact, most of them I already have. This palette is truly, I don't think it's for everyone, but it is definitely for me. I love it. Okay, it's time for the very last recommendation. This is sort of the bonus recommendation. I do try to be very universal when it comes to my sale recommendations, and this is something that is not really universal. This is way more personal, and that is a fragrance. I am by no means a perfume expert. I'm not really a fragrance junkie. I know what I like, and I'm not out here experimenting with a lot of different perfumes and fragrances like I am with makeup products. But all of my perfume junkies out there, you'll be proud of me. You'll see in my Sephora sale haul, I actually did invest in a very fancy perfume. It's not this one. It's not the one I'm about to show you. It's something completely new to me. But this is a fragrance that I have been really loving and wearing a lot, especially now that the weather's turned cooler. I always like a more spicy, musky, amber type of fragrance. This is an amber fragrance. It's invite only from Kayali. Perfumes are so pricey, but oh man, I really, really, really like this one. It has a rich scent. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. It just makes me feel like a fancy lady when I wear it. And I like that. I just like the feeling I have when I wear this. So if you were looking to invest in a new fragrance and something that's a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet sounds good to you, invite only is that girl. That wraps up my VIB sale recommendations for this year. I would love to hear what's already on your wish list. Do we have any of the same favorites? Do you have anything that you are waiting to purchase that I may not have mentioned? I always love to hear what you're interested in, what you think about things. So let me know all your thoughts and all of your favorite fragrances because I need help, okay? So let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Don't buy impulsively. Don't be like me. Don't buy impulsively. Okay. Alright, I'm fine. I'm sure that words will come out eventually. Would it be a discussion about cheek products if we didn't talk about NARS? Yes, it absolutely would. But still, let's talk about NARS. I thought this was going to be like a short, quick little video, and here we are. I'm still talking. But Anytime I wear purple sparkly eyeshadow, I just stare at myself. It's not a vanity thing, it's just purely being distracted by eyeshadow. Okay, moving on. What was I gonna say? Hello? Stunning, I say, but I probably did because of who I am as a person. The irony of saying something like that. Just stare into my glowy cheeks. Forget how I don't make sense sometimes. Is it working? See, if I stay back here, you can't see that I actually have a zit right in the middle of my chin that I've been nursing. If I get close up, you can see it. It's fine. Everybody gets zits right directly in the middle of their chin sometimes. And if that's you today, then you know what? I'm here with you. Just slap on some concealer and zoom out and you'll be fine. Now is the part of the video where I tell you how much I love your face. And please make good decisions when you're purchasing things, not just today, but any day. And if you have no interest in Sephora whatsoever and you just watch this video to be cool and to be a good friend, then you know what? You're awesome and I appreciate you and I love your face so super duper much, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye!